Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to begin my comments, opinions, and the results of WWE SummerSlam 2016. We start with the pre-show matches, and the first one was the Vaudevillains, The Ascension, and Breezango versus the Hype Bros, Jordan and Gable, and the Usos. It was a much better match than their SmackDown one. That's not saying much because the SmackDown one was absolutely awful. It just felt like a giant brawl just to put over Jordan and Gable. This one actually seemed like it was kind of hoping to help all the other teams apart from the Hype Bros that are quite crap. Apart from Zack Ryder, I like Zack Ryder, I just don't like Mojo Rawley. It was an alright match. There wasn't actually a bad match on the SummerSlam card, to be honest, which is a rarity for a pay-per-view. The win happened when one of the Usos did a splash to Simon Gotch for the win. I don't know which Uso, I don't really know the difference, to be honest, and I'm not really going to learn. Then we get on to our second match of the pre-show, the Dudley Boys versus Sami Zayn and Neville. It was a good match, actually. I don't like the tag team of Neville and Zayn. It doesn't work for me. Personally, I just don't think they work as a tag team. The win happened when Neville did Red Arrow to Bubba. Then we get on to our last pre-show match, Sheamus versus Cesaro in the first match of a best of 7 series. We have 6 more of these matches to go. I don't know how I'm going to cope with that. Anyway, Sheamus did the bro kick for the win. Then we get straight on to the main show. We kick off the show with Enzo and Cass versus Jerry KO. Great match. Not one of the best on the card, to be honest. It was a bit underwhelming for me, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Obviously, you had Enzo and Cass doing all their usual spots, but when Cass tried to launch Enzo over the ropes, he had to go all the way over because he thought he was going to drop him on his head. Kind of a messed up spot there, but either way, Jericho gets a win when Kevin Owens launches Enzo over his head straight into the code breaker. You know, like the Team 3D move? It was that, but a code breaker. It was absolutely an awesome spot. I loved it. Then we get on to our women's championship match between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. There was a couple of botches in this match which kind of ruined this match for me. It was an alright match nonetheless, but one of the spots was literally at the beginning of the match. Charlotte tried to drop Sasha Banks on the turnbuckle and she just missed it, smashing her head and her back onto the canvas, which I'm pretty sure injured her back because Charlotte won by reversing the back statement into a pin, which I didn't expect to happen, but with how Sasha Banks reacted throughout the entire match, I think they changed it part way through because I think Sasha Banks is going to be out on injury, which is not going to be a good thing, but let's hope, Sasha Banks, you recover quickly because we all want you back. If you are injured, anyway. Then we get on to our Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz versus Apollo Crews. I enjoyed this match more than I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting it to be a pile of dog shit, but it wasn't actually bad. Crews looked good. He didn't actually do his smiley thing, so it kind of given him a bit of character development. The Miz wins with a skull-crushing finale, so he retains. Then we get on to, just one of the best matches on the card. AJ Styles versus John Cena. Oh god, this match was awesome. I absolutely loved it. You got bloody top rope AAs and style clashes and phenomenal forearms, everything everywhere. AJ Styles wins with a phenomenal forearm. Then Cena took off the Never Give Up wristband, kissed it and put it in the middle of the ring and walked out. So the torch has officially been passed to AJ Styles. Will we see Cena in the near future? Only time will tell. But AJ, you are going to be the face that runs the place, I'm hoping. Then we get on to our Tag Team Championship match between the New Day versus the Club. Good match. The win happened when Big E ran down the ramp to save Jon Stewart, which was in New Day attire, from getting ring postitis, and then he clocked the Club, and then it was a DQ win, so the Club wins, but no titles. It kind of ruined the match, but it was alright. Then we get on to our WWE World Championship match between Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. Great match. These guys are absolutely amazing. Just like reversing Dirty Deeds into bloody everything. It was just absolutely amazing. Dean wins with the Dirty Deeds. Then we get on to the six women tag team match, because that goes on after a title match for some reason. I don't know. We had Naomi, Carmella and Becky versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss and a returning Nikki Bella. Nikki pins Carmella for the win. It was alright. Becky did a few great spots where she kept kicking people every time, like kick one out the corner, kick one out the corner. It was pretty good with Becky. Then we get on to the match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor to crown the first WWE Universal Champion. We've seen the belt. It's basically the WWE World Championship with a red strap. Actually looks kind of cool. This match just amazing. Finn wins with the coup de grace to pick up his first championship on the main roster, being crowned the first champion, and he's staying at main event level. I love this. I really did want the Demon Finn Balor to pick up the win. Then we get straight on to our US Championship match. Rusev attacks Roman Reigns before the match starts. Rusev somehow gets injured. They call it a no contest because he's been injured, and then before he leaves, Roman Reigns spears him. I kind of half paid attention to what was going there, but that's all I gathered from that. Then we get on to our main event of the evening. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Whoo, doggy, I've got some comments to make about this one. First, there was a couple of beautiful table spots. Randy tossed him in. Randy got tossed into the announce table and then through the announce table, and then Randy did an RKO onto Brock Lesnar, and then the finish of the match, I can't figure out what happened. Brock took everything off and started elbowing Randy Orton, and then he just started bleeding. I don't know if it was a bad blade job or he legitimately got hurt, because there was quite a lot of blood. Brock Lesnar won by technical knockout. They did say he won by TKO, so he still won. I didn't know you could technically win a WWE match with a TKO when it's a normal pinfall and submission match, but go with what you want to go with. But yeah, I'm hoping Randy Orton was just doing a bad blade job, but he didn't seem with it at all. Please recover, Randy. I'm hoping you don't have a massive concussion. Oh, and then Shane came out and he got F5 by Brock Lesnar, who was stopping him going to A to Randy. So, yeah, there's going to be repercussions on Raw. Let's hope. Raw's going to be quite interesting to watch after the dilemmas of this pay-per-view. I really actually enjoyed this SummerSlam. I had my mate and his girlfriend round to watch it with me. She made it through till the New Day versus the Club or something, and then she fell asleep. He pretty much watched the Balor match and left. It was alright. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got some enjoyment out of this anyway, because I definitely enjoyed the pay-per-view, and I'll catch you later.